So we'll move on to the Challengers talk. The number one team is Lag AC, which I'm guessing stands for Los Angeles Guerrillas Academy. So that team consists of Exceed, Chino, Mental, and I don't know who that last person is. S4?
Neuro.
Who?
Wait. Neuro Poison?
Oh, Nero.
Nero, whatever.
Not the YouTuber that had a mental breakdown, the competitive player. They have 1,300 pro points apiece. I'm not sure how this works. Like, I understand the team that has the most pro points is going to be the top team, but...
Somehow they're doing something where you play a match and you get a certain amount of pro points. I'm not exactly sure how many pro points.
If it's the same as it was in World War II, the last time Optic had to play for pro points, which is the last time I had a reason to care, every day you have to play matches to get like 5 to 10 pro points, and then you're limited at 4 matches a day or something. So you have to play 4 matches a day, 5 pro points, and then the last match I think is 15. And so you're limited to 30 pro points a day.
That's kind of dumb.
I mean, it's the point of a grind, but at the same time, that's dumb. It was a flawed system back in World War II.
You shouldn't have to play it every single day.
I mean, you don't have to. That's the point of it. That's the one reason it's a flawed system, because the best teams aren't going to fucking grind pro points every day. The best teams are going to be entering, like, scrims with pro teams. They're going to be playing in CMG tournaments to get reps against, like, nerds that play S&D.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the pro point system's a flawed system. However, the number one team on the leaderboard right now is Exceed, Chino, Mental, the Gears of War player that transitioned, and then Nero Poison, assuming he is the last person who's named S4 on Game Battles.
Yeah.
So,
whenever I looked at the name,
that's a good team. Chino, good player, solid AR, MVP in World War II. Last time there was 4v4 COD. Exceed's a good player. Mental, world champion Gears of War player. I don't know much about him as a COD player.
I mean, he just switched over this year, so it's hard to...
Yeah, I know. King Crew, who are you? The number 2 team on the ladder? It's Gunjar, Zed, and Dens. That's the team that Sensor got dropped from.
Yep.
So that team is going to be Gunjar, Zed, Dens, and then Jerd.
Yep.
That's a good team. I don't really have anything to say beyond that. Gunjar is always like one of the ARs I feel like should be in the Pro League, but he never quite makes it because of outside factors I don't know about, I'm sure. Zed's been in the Pro League, Dens has been in the Pro League, and then Jerd... Was Jerd in the Pro League last year?
No.
He was in the Pro League on BO4 because he played under Splice. I don't remember what Jerd did last year. Did Jerd play at all last year?
I don't think so. I think he took a year off.
Jerd, like I said, if you ever listen to this, I apologize. I don't know what you did last year. Maybe you were one of the 20 people that Toronto had on their roster.
That's actually possible. I'm not sure.
I know that's where Bance was. Bance is. Number 3 team is Ghostbusters.
I don't know a single one of them.
Me either. I'm glad you guys are third on the pro points leaderboard though. Oh, I think I know Evade. That is the only one I know.
Skywalker kind of sticks out, like Rupert. But I'm not 100% sure.
Well, here's the thing. There's more than 4 people on this team, so I don't know who the 45 are. Starting 4 are. I cannot talk right now. I'm trying to do Challengers stuff. You guys have to bear with me for Challengers talk, because there's not a lot available to me. Like, unless the people I follow on Twitter are the people that are on these rosters, I don't know who does what, because the Game Battles just does not update anything. Like I was telling TJ before we started, I went to the Game Battles website to find the winners of the past 2 Challengers Cups, and there was nothing under the bracket. There were no teams in the tournament, I guess. This is where these idiots making content would help me out, like, exponentially. Because that's how I know about players, is through content or watching them on main stage, and none of these guys are on main stage, so... I'm not even going to try to pronounce the 5th team.
It's just a bunch of random letters.
It's Bullseye, TCM, and Mosh, and Katani. Fun fact, Bullseye, TCM, and Mosh... Maybe not Mosh, definitely Bullseye and TCM were one of the teams that approached me last year to play under us. Like I said, a lot of the top tier teams that I know are on the Challengers side of things aren't even in the top 5 on this. Like, whatever team Fellow played for, is that Triumph Gaming? They're not here. Wester isn't here. Yeah, these are just people I don't know. Like, this is why Challengers talk is so hard. I don't know any of these players unless I watch them play, and like, the organizations they're on don't force them to make content, so I just don't know who they are. Also, considering last year... Oh, there goes my pen, lol.
Bye, have a great time.
Especially considering last year, there was no stream for Challengers matches until, like, the last 2 events. So I'm sure these people were absolutely fucking frying in Challengers, but I just never got to see it because there was no Challenger streams. Yeah, whatever. This list doesn't really provide much. The top team is the LA Academy team, or the LA Gorillas Academy team, and then they just have players I know. Outside of that, I don't really have a lot of input on the players I don't know about, but Wester, the team that's won the 2 Challengers Cup, is Paul X, Zaptius, Venom, and Tom Gravity. So that's a squad of people that probably could be the Paris team, but they probably should have been the Paris team. Zaptius was in the Pro League last year, or the year before. Was it last year?
It was BO4.
He definitely played in BO4, I know that. Tom Gravity played for FaZe Academy in BO4 and won an event with Simp. Venom is a name I know, and then Paul X is a name that I've recently discovered because of the competitive highlights YouTube channels that steal other people's content and re-upload them. So I know...
I think yesterday.
I don't know, but I know this squad has been scrimming a lot of pro teams, so I know they are above and beyond accepted as the best amateur team right now.
Yeah, Venom's disgusting.
So then we talk about other teams like Parasite's team, him, Decimate. I'm blacking again.
Good luck with that. That switched so many times I couldn't even tell you.
Did they already drop more players?
It wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Unless something crazy. Oh, he's a free agent? Yep, he got dropped.
Yeah.
Or Parasite.
I don't even know, like, because he's a good player. It makes no sense. I mean, I get he's a fucking dick.
I mean, this is going to bring up a top... Is it the next topic? It is the next topic. Parasite got dropped from his old team because he didn't get along with Blast, and then Blast said he wasn't competing this year anyway.
Right.
So that probably wasn't even Parasite and Blast not getting along. That was Blastful just not giving a fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. It wouldn't surprise me if he ended up back with those guys, like not at Blast.
I mean, maybe replace Blast with Decimate rather. Because he tweeted out 2 days ago and probably last night as well, because I was in Accuracy stream whenever Sensor rated him. Parasite's playing 8s with pros. Like, the pros respect him as a player, just they don't want to fucking play with him.
Yep.
There is nothing on Parasite's timeline about teaming with anybody.
He's made a shitty name for himself.
Yeah, but people can change, and I feel like Parasite has changed, but he's just always going to be stuck with the stigma that was Black Ops 3 and before Parasite.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you listen to the things Parasite says, he has the same problem as Crim6, but Crim6 is just a better player, and people want to play with Crim. He has the same issue as Ian, Crim6, where they're right in what they're saying, but they present their arguments like absolute fucking idiots, and they make it sound like they're telling people that they don't have thumbs. Like, the one argument from Black Ops 3, where Parasite got dropped on stream from Complexity, he was telling his teammates he wanted better information whenever they got a call out. Or, like, something along the lines, like, you need to play faster, and Parasite's like, I don't know what that means, tell me what you want me to do, don't give me a blanket statement, and then that just devolved into a fucking pissing match.
Right. Like,
Parasite wasn't wrong in what he said, but the way he presented his argument makes him an unlikable person.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, whenever they were pre-landing for World War II champs at the Hex quarters, and Crim6 put a Astro mix-amp through one of Hex's walls. Because he got into an argument with Octane, I think.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that was talked about on... It was either Nameless's podcast or it was on the Eavesdrop. Krim got so mad at, I think it was Octane, that he literally picked up a mix amp and threw it, and it went into Hex's wall, and Hex was like, no, this is my place. You're gonna pay me for the mix amp and the damage to my wall, but you're never gonna do that again.